Hello and welcome back to the Gaming Tech channel, everybody. We're live on YouTube and Twitch, and here we are with our Forza Horizon 5 series. Let's get today's session started with the 2023 Porsche 911 Turbo S. We've got a couple new seasonal championships on the map today, so we're going to be attempting those. So let's get started. This car is pretty much bone stock. We just have better compound tires on here and weight reduction, but other than that, it's bone stock. There's this event, but we'll come back to this one later. First, we're going to a different one. On the other side of the map, on the top of the map actually. This car really hugs the road. And here we are. The reward is going to be a BMW 1M. I think I already have one of those, but I don't mind another one. So we got 3 events. That's going to be fun. And we have a nice selection of cars to choose from. So we have to use a muscle car S1, a modern muscle. So let's see which one has the best handling. So these two right here are drift cars, so I'm not going to be using a drift car here. I want a nice handling car, and I think the ZL1 is probably going to be my best option. Because it has aero and super wide body and some super wide tires. Handles really well. And so does the Wiper. Wiper also handles really well. I can't use these two. These are also drift cars. The Shelby has too much power and the handling is, you know, not that great. I mean, it's good, but not as good as the Wiper or the ZL1. Can't use this again. This is a drift build. So it's gonna be either the 2013 Viper or the 2017 Camaro. The Camaro, I think, is the overall more balanced car. We got 50-50 of weight distribution. Horsepower and torque figures are exactly the same. So Viper is also 50-50 when it comes to weight distribution. We have a little bit less torque on the Viper, but more horsepower. And Viper and the Camaro have similar weight because I have weight reduction done to both of them. I'm thinking I'm gonna go with the Viper. Even though Camaro might have slightly more grip because of the wide tires. Yeah, I'm leaning more towards the Viper. Again, we can always switch it up for the next race. So let's start the first one with the Viper. This Viper does have twin turbos on it, but they're not maxed out because, you know, this car is only S1. It's not a fully maxed out build. It's lean more towards handling. Alright, we're ready for this. Look at that big wing. So much grip, dude. We got long gears on here, so we don't break traction. And we got lots of lots of downforce from that aero. Third gear got us up to 147 miles, so as you can tell, the gears are long. This thing does not want to spin out at all. We got torque down low because we have a big displacement engine. Plus we got twin turbos, so we got torque for days. And plenty of horsepower as well. Pulls like a freaking freight train in fourth gear. He's got passed by the GT500 with a big wing on there. That wing is high up, bro. How'd you do that? Even though this car's rear wheel drive, but the amount of grip it has is crazy. Fourth gear really wakes up this car, man. It just wants to break free and go. Oh, so it can get a little squirrely if you're not being careful with the throttle, especially at slow speeds when you don't have that much downforce. Alright, another GT500, the newer one. Get out of my way. I love the fourth gear. So much acceleration. We can do 172 in fourth gear. That's really good, bro. These gears are tall. Some long gears. Easy win for the Viper. We're definitely going to be sticking with this car for the next two races. It does pretty good. Look at that. Was there another Viper in this race? No. Well, yeah, there was one other Viper. The Viper AE. What's the wiper AE? I'm not too sure. That's also a 2013, but it doesn't say Dodge beside it. It's just the wiper. Same with the last car on the list, FAF Hellcat. What's up with these names? FAF? FAF? What does that mean?
That BMW is the 2002 Turbo. Very rare. Get down here.
Oh, our barn find is ready. For a second I was like, what is she talking about? It's the barn find. It's ready for us. Alright, next event, I'm coming for you. I believe I do have a 10 speed in here. Yep. But I have it geared in a way that I'm only using like the first 5 or 6 gears, I think. Mainly first 4 in a race. When you turn the car, you can feel the understeer from all that grip. But you can easily correct that with a little bit of oversteer. If you hit the handbrake or the brake and just tap the power a little bit more, it corrects itself pretty good. Yep, we're using this again. It's a really balanced car. Too bad they don't make them anymore. The ZR1 looks good. So does our wiper. And the rest of the cars are nice too. Too easy, bro. Understeer. Oh my god, so much understeer because we have so much grip, bro. Slide the tail out a little bit. Correct the understeer with some oversteer. Perfect. We have grip for days. The ZL1 is right on me. Oh, dude, the 5th gear becomes a freaking rocket ship with 5th gear. I think you can get this car up to like 1200 horse if you max it out, but then it won't be an S1 class, it'll be an S2. Unless you're on like stock compound tires, but you don't want that for racing. So the aero really slows it down, as you saw there. Oh my god, bro. I messed up. I messed up, bro. Can we recover from that? How did we mess up? That's not good. I hope we can recover from that. In the beginning I was like, yeah, this is too easy, but then we messed up. Hopefully we can recover from our mistake. Oh, I'll take the second place. I don't want to restart. That's okay. Second is fine. We just gotta do better in the next one. Overall, we have 36 points. Let's win the next one and we'll win the championship. A wheel spin. Nice. Alright, we can't be messing up on the next one. Nice Lambo, bro. I'm on my way to a race, bro. I can't. Yeah, he understood. He knew right away that I'm not trying to race. Yeah, I like your skills, bro. Good job. Another time. We'll race another time. Your Lamborghini's much faster than the Swiper, I'll tell you that. After hearing my horn, the Windows XP shutdown sound, he's like, alright, this guy really doesn't want to race. Hey bro, thanks for joining. Thank you. Thanks for the follow. This wing is like a foot wider at least on each side of the car. Like, it really sticks out. Maybe not a foot wider. Maybe like... Maybe it is flush with the body lines, but from the back, it looks like it's much wider than the car. Alright, let's get this championship done. Last event of the championship, the final event. Long gears for the win. Overtake them from the outside corner and the inside, and now again on the outside. Get them from all the sides. Oh, hey, Viper. Alright, no mess ups on this one. Is that a dirt road? Oh no, it's just a road with some water on it. With little puddles on it. I thought it was a dirt road for a second. Drifted a little early there, but we're good still. And there we go. All done. Wiper GTS for the win. We finished with 56 points and we won the championship. Oh, the M1. I was thinking of a different M car. Is that the 1M or the M1? How do you say that? I mean, let me go take a look. So, I was thinking about this one right here. The M1. I thought we were going to win this again, but what we want is the 1M. Okay, this is different. I was thinking about this, but that's actually good that we didn't win this again. We have a different 1 Series, the 1 Series M Coupe. Nowadays, this has been replaced by the M2 Coupe. But I like this one as well. You know, it's a little bit older. It was a really nice car in this era. That's good. We got a variety of BMWs now. We got the old school M1 and we got the 1M. Alright, let's take a little drive in the 1M while it's still stock. I believe this is 3-liter twin turbo inline 6. That's decent. Again, this is stock, so with a little bit of mods, it's gonna be like really fast. It's a light car, short wheelbase. I like this. It's been a while since I've driven this car. Maybe in the Forza Horizon 3 or 4 I had it. I definitely had this car in the Horizon 4. I don't know if they had this in the Horizon 3. I mean, I have been playing the Horizon series since the first one. Before the B58 engine, everybody wanted this engine. It was a really reliable twin turbo. I'm pretty sure it's a twin turbo platform. Look how small it looks. I like it. Even though it's like stubby, it doesn't look bad. I actually like the body shape. Like, it has good proportions, you know. Good body lines. I like how the fenders kind of stick out a little bit. Yeah, Everything's nice about this car. I don't think back in 2011 they had the M Light cars. You know how you have the M340i and like the M440i? I think back in 2011 they just had like either you had no M or you had the real M. Unless I'm wrong. I can't think of an M Light car from back in the days. You can barely hear the turbos. They're really muffled. But yeah, I believe it's like mid 300 horsepower range. Yeah, 335, 332 torque. That's really light from factory. 3,200 pounds, 3296. Good weight distribution. Nice car. I mean, you get this up to like 500 horsepower and take some weight out of it, and it'll be a really nice driver's car. Put some sticky rubber on there. Or you can go all out if you really want to. So let's drive this car to our next championship. Let's do this one right here. Mercedes-Benz A45 is a reward. I don't think I have an A45 right now. An A45. So that's another nice hot hatch. This one is a 6-speed manual. Did they even have this car in auto? I don't think so. Maybe they did? I'm not too sure. I think this was like 6-speed only. 6-speed stick shift only. I'm not 100% sure, but I think I might be right. From the back, it doesn't look that old, but when you look at the front headlights, you can kind of tell that it's not the latest BMW. What I like about the 2 Series, the M2, is that it's a little bit longer. It kind of suits the car more. Well, there's actually this championship right beside us. So, should we give this a go? Before we do the other one? Because that's further away. Yeah, let's give this one a go. So, either we can choose the Cayenne Turbo or the Cayenne Turbo because I have 2 of them and they're both stock. That's funny, man. That's funny. I haven't even modified them or anything. Still sit in stock. And I mean, doesn't matter which one we go for, they're both the same. What I was thinking is, should we modify it first before we take it to the race, or should we just do the race? Let's just do the race, maybe. See how it goes with a stock Cayenne Turbo. sure it's gonna do okay. Sounds really good. That 4-liter V8. I believe it's twin turbo. Everybody got the lead on us. We got a Rivian and a Kia in this race. The Kia EV6, I believe. We got some electric vehicles in this race. Look at that Dodge Durango with a big wing on it. I've never seen a spoiler on a Dodge Durango before. That's a first. What do you even call that kind of spoiler? A ducktail spoiler? This thing sounds nice and it sounds smooth. It's a smooth V8. I mean, after all, it's a Porsche, right? Porsche. Sounds beefy. But smooth at the same time. Sounds real smooth, actually. Is that a Hellcat Durango or SRT Durango? I can't tell from here. Whatever it is, it's definitely beating us. Man, we might need to modify this car. I mean, this SUV. We'll do that for the next 2 races. What I'm thinking is make it lighter and add some better tires on here. Maybe a little bit of power. We need to keep it in A class. Weight reduction is really going to help this SUV. It's got decent power. The gearing is good. It's just heavy. I really don't want to finish third, but if you do finish third, it's all good. At least the podium finish, and we can make up for it in the next 2 races. That Durango is moving, bro. That's gotta be a Hellcat Durango. It would be kind of sad if that's just SRT and still beating us. Honestly, that might just be an SRT. That might just be SRT. What do we have here? Range Rover SVR? Bro, how did we do that? How did we pass all these cars? No way. Was that a Discovery or a Range Rover Sport? Or a Velar? I don't know. I really want to see what kind of Durango that was. So it just says Dodge Durango. It doesn't really say like SRT or Hellcat Durango. So I'm just gonna assume that's the regular Durango. Okay, there is a SRT Durango in the race. SRT Durango 21. So I think the newer SRT Durangos are actually Hellcat Durangos. They call them SRTs for some reason. And the number 3 guy might just be the regular, older Durango with the 6.4. It's kind of hard to tell. Either way, we won. Look who finished last, bro. That's kind of sad. A Urus finished last. That's surprising. Damn, this thing sounds beefy. So I'm gonna go take a look at the Dodge section in my garage because I do have the Durangos. So the 2018 Durango is SRT, but it's 6.4, nothing else. But let me now take a look in the auto show because I really want to make sure what's the deal with their names. So 2018 SRT is just your older SRT models when they didn't have the Hellcat engine. Oh wait, do they not have the newer ones? Whoa, this is new? Even says new beside it. Nice. Unfortunately, we can't buy it because we would have to buy the DLC. Can't just buy the car straight. So I'm still confused about the Durango naming here. Like, so the 2018 SRT is just a regular. How about the new one? Where's the new one? Where's the new one at? Do they not have the new ones? The Hellcat Durangos? Because if you take a look at the Jeep, the older 2014 SRT Jeep is a 6.4, just like the 2018 Durango we just looked at. And the new one says Trackhawk, no SRT beside it, no Hellcat, or maybe it does say Hellcat actually. Cherokee track. No, it doesn't use the word Hellcat. It just says Trackhawk. So do they not have the Hellcat Durango in this game? I thought they did, man. I honestly thought this game had the Hellcat Durangos, but apparently it doesn't? That's strange. What kind of Jeeps do I have? So I just have the Trackhawk, which has the Hellcat motor, but I replaced that with the higher horsepower engine. Anyways, so it all depends which year model of Jeep or a Dodge you're talking about. Because if you're talking about an older one, it might be called SRT. Hey, what's up? Thanks for joining. So the older ones did have the SRT in their names, but they didn't have the Hellcat engine. And the newer ones, they might not be called Hellcats. They might just be called SRTs in the newer ones, but they will have the Hellcat engine. So you just gotta check the year. All depends on the year. Alright, let's not get carried away because we were here to modify our Porsche Cayenne for the next championship race. So we got to keep it in A class. I'm thinking we start with weight reduction. This thing is heavy AF. I mean, not that heavy. Oh, it is pretty heavy. 4,700, almost 4,800 pounds. I was looking at displacement. Yeah, it's 4 liters. So we can take 1,000 pounds out of it. Wow. Dude, this thing's gonna be like really light. I mean, still 3,700 pounds, but that's light for an SUV, especially a big Porsche like this. So yeah, let's do some weight reduction and better compound tires. Oh, we can't do that. We can't do that. It goes in S1 right away. Tires are already pretty wide. No point on making them wider. What should we do? Add a little bit more power maybe? Lighter and faster? We can add 58 extra horse by upgrading the turbos. Oh, listen to the turbo. That blow off valve sound, the turbo sound is like, chirps like a bird. And it happens so fast. Alright, we'll get that. Can we get the exhaust? Too bad it goes in S1 class. Maybe just an intake. Made the induction sound and the turbo sound much louder. Okay, I'm okay with that. And can we add a lighter flywheel so it revs even faster? The birds be chirping, bro. Alright. That's a decent setup. Easy setup. Now this SUV's maxed out at 800 in its class. So we're ready for the next two events. Where are they? The other one's right here. We got upgraded turbos, upgraded intake, and lighter flywheel, and weight reduction for the car. Does it feel lighter? Does it feel faster? That's a real question. Yeah, sorta. Those brakes are glowing red. Got some nice calipers from factory. Now we have a stock one and a slightly modified one. Of course, we're gonna choose the slightly modified one. I mean, the stock one did pretty good. We still won the first race with first position, so there's no complaints about that. Launches a little harder, pulls a little harder, but I think having less weight should make it handle better on turns. EVs versus gas SUVs, let's go! We got a Bentayga over here, Maserati. What is that Maserati SUV called? Is that a Levante or something? I don't know, bro. I might be saying that wrong. Oh, we definitely got faster, man. You can tell the real difference when you're racing other cars. We didn't have this big lead on our first race. In our first race, we were like just a little bit ahead of everybody. Nice Porsche interior. We got one analog gauge in the middle. I believe the gauge is on the other side of the middle one. Either side of the middle gauge. They look digital. That's how most of the newer Porsches are. One analog gauge for your tach, for your RPM, and the rest of the gauges are digital. Not a big fan of that, honestly. I like when they're all analog. Nice race. Finished first. Oh, that was a Maserati Levante. Solid race. We had a few electric SUVs in there. Man, we live in a time where we have electric cars in a video game. Like, isn't that crazy, bro? I feel like we're gonna have a lot of electric cars in Forza Horizon 6. That sounds so good when you hold it on launch. Sounds beefy, dude. And that's just the stock exhaust. Alright, let's finish this championship here. What's that reward? Tavaskin? What kind of car is that? Or SUV? Sounds like a Porsche, but I don't know. It brakes so much better because it's lighter now. 1,000 pounds lighter, I mean. That's a big difference. Let's get it done. The first gear on this thing is so short. Almost instantly redline the SUV. Look at that big wing. Not a fan of big wings on SUVs, man. They just don't suit the whole vibe. Another big wing on the Range Rover. That was funny, bro. Not as funny as the big wing on the Dodge Durango in one of our previous races. That was really hilarious. This thing likes to slide a little bit, especially on dirt. And it's a controllable slide. It doesn't go all over the place. Still in stock suspension, stock tires. Look at that. So much control. Oh, I thought the race was done. Never mind. We got a couple more laps still. Thought it was a sprint race, but no, it's a circuit race. It turns so nicely. It changes its direction like super smoothly, man. Love it. Might be one of the best driving SUVs I have. Just drives like a big car, man. Doesn't even drive like an SUV. There's no body roll, no drama. It's got enough suspension travel. Like, it's not too low or too high. Doesn't bottom out. It's not too bouncy. Like, it's just perfect. Lots of power too. And I think sound is the best part. Makes really nice sounds. It's got good center of gravity, honestly. It seems like it's got low center of gravity. At least it drives like... Yeah. Final lap, final race, and then we finally get to look at the reward. I don't even know what kind of car that is. Alright, now it's done. Good job, Cayenne. Cayenne Turbo. You won every single race of this championship in first position. Bro, what is that? Tavascan Cupra? Did I read that right? Was that a Cupra? C-U-P-R-A? Cupra? I need to go take a look at that. What brand car is this? Oh, it's a Cupra. I mean, they don't sell that here in America or US. I mean, Canada or US. In the North Americas, let's just say that. Unless I haven't seen one on the roads. I don't think so, bro. I don't think they have this brand over here. I'm pretty sure. So, would it be a Cupra? I think it's a Cupra, right? Yeah, Cupra is the name. Oh, yeah. Cupra. Okay. Cupra is the brand name. And Tavascan Concept is the name of the car, the SUV. Oh, it's electric, 0.0 liters. Okay. I mean, it's nice that we have it, but I don't think I want to test drive it. What's there to test drive, bro? It's a 5,000 pound electric SUV with all-wheel drive. It's gonna drive like, I don't know, other electric SUVs with no gears. Probably just gonna have like one sound all the way until it runs out of its top speed. Should we test drive it? Yeah, maybe just for like 5 seconds, like a minute maybe. Not more than a minute. I just want to see what sound it makes. Does it make any fake sounds? Okay, I'll give it that. It has some cool taillights. Taillights look cool, and even the badge, like their brand logo, looks kind of cool. Looks like a Urus. Almost like a Urus. I mean, not even close. I'm saying, you know, if you don't know about cars, you might mistake it for a Urus. But anybody that knows their cars, they'll know right away that it's something else. Okay, it's got cool interior. I mean, that's about it. RPM for the motor goes up to 15, 16,000. Oh yeah, look at the sound, bro. It's, oh my god, sounds so good. Said no one ever. Sounds like every other electric SUV, man. Yeah, there's only one gear. And it's gonna top out at 120 miles, I'm guessing. 110. Tops out at 111, which is 180 kilometers. Alright, we're done driving it. A nice family SUV, I would say, you know. Yeah. Does it launch? Alright, enough. That's enough of it. I'm not saying it's bad, but it's just an electric SUV. That's about it. There's nothing special about it. Yeah, it's got good torque. Horsepower is meh, you know. I mean, especially when you compare it to like other cars on here. Even an Audi S1 would be more exciting to drive. Audi. Yeah, you know what I mean. Like, I like the E-Ray, you know. We got electric motors on the front, engine in the back. That's kind of cool. That's a cool concept. Especially when you have like cool hybrids like that. I'm not against it, you know. It's just not fun to drive in a racing game. That's all what I want to say. Unless you can like swap a gas engine in there, that'd be nice. I mean, should we find out if you can do that? That'd be nice, right? Not that I want to do that right now, but I just want to see if that's an option. I've never seen this logo, this icon. Battery in the motor? Motor and battery? We can swap out the motor and battery. Bro, this is gonna be Forza Horizon 6. Oh, dude. I'm not saying every car is gonna be like that, but most cars. How many Duracell batteries do we want? Oh. So we can increase the horsepower to 670 and 736 torque by only spending $2,700. Wow. We can put bigger motor, bigger batteries, and more cables, because that's, I'm just guessing on based of the icon that I see in front of me. Yeah, man. What a time we live in, right? Like, that's crazy, bro. We're not talking LS swaps or Coyote swaps. We're talking bigger motors. More battery cells. Oh, so exciting. Is it good for the planet? I don't know. I have no idea, man. I have no idea. Alright, so now we know on electric cars you do have the option to swap out the motor, but not for a real gas engine, just for a bigger motor and a bigger battery. Look how perfect the torque and horsepower curves are. Just like perfect lines, you know? Too damn perfect, bro. Alright, we're done here. We're done. Let's change our car. That was fun. Let me go take a look at the barn find that's ready. Which one is it? Oh, it's the BMW. The 1973. I get more excited for stuff like this, like the older
The
cars.
first turbocharged car in Europe in the 1970s. 170 horsepower, wide body. Y mira esto. It has turbo written backwards so racers can see it coming in their mirrors.
That's cool. Yeah, it's got the name written backwards. Like an ambulance. Okay, let's change to... Should we test out the new BMW that we just won? I mean, just received from our barn find. Only 168 horse from factory and 181 torque, but it's freaking light, 2,300 pounds. Like less than 2,400 pounds, 2,381. And it's from the 70s, right? 1973. That's probably a great car back then. I mean, still a great car. I can finally hear the motor. I mean, the engine. Okay, do we have more championships to complete? Yeah, we got one more. The Jaguar XE-S. Do we already have that car? Let's see. We might. We might have that car already. XE-S. Yep. It's a 3-liter V6. I mean, I don't mind another one. Wait, is that a boost gauge? To our far right-hand corner? Which goes from like white to like sky blue and then yellow. That's not sky blue, but you know what I mean. That's definitely a boost gauge. So let's take it slow. Let's see where it starts to build boost. Wait, it has boost creep. I'm not even touching the controller. This thing has boost creep. It's creeping up. It's slowly building boost. I'm not touching anything, bro. What? It just keeps on building boost. Like, there's a slight acceleration when you're not even touching the gas pedal. So where does it start building boost at? What RPM? Alright, I'm gonna floor it at 2,000 RPM. Let's see where it starts picking up the pace. I'd say around 5. Between 4 to 5. And then it's all boost after that. Yep. Is it 4-speed or 5? We'll find out right now. Imagine putting a big turbo in this thing. It would be so much fun. I shifted early there just because I wanted to see how many gears it has. And it's a 5-speed. That's it. We're in the final gear, the top gear. Whoa. Oh, so the rear defroster is not on the entire window. It's only like on the top portion of it. That's funny. It's a fun car. Alright, let's find a team and get this event done. Oh wow, so slow. If you don't just like floor it and launch it at 5 RPM, if you like roll into the throttle, it's so slow. Like, I'm in gear. Hey, what's up? Thanks for joining. Look at that. And then the boost finally comes on. Alright, the event is gonna start in 1 minute and 35 seconds. Until then, we'll have fun with this car. Man, BMW was making some fun cars back in 1970. They still are. They're still in the game. They're still making manuals. Still making some great engines. Not bad for a stock car from 1970. Once we add some power to this thing's gonna fly. Alright, our event is gonna start. Is that a Charger? I don't think that's the Challenger. That might be the two-door Charger. The old two-door Charger. They're finally making two-door Chargers again, right? The new EV Charger? Or is that an EV Challenger? The latest two-door EV from Dodge. Which one should we go with? I'm gonna go with the Veloster because I converted this into a rear-wheel drive Veloster. It's front-wheel drive from factory. I didn't go with the Jaguar because that's the car we're gonna win from this event. So no point of just going with the same car that we're gonna win. Might as well play with a different car. This rear-wheel drive Veloster is actually fun. Has a short wheelbase. We got a wide body kit on there. Some wide wheels. So it does put the power down. Let's see how our Veloster converted to rear-wheel drive does. We got a GR Yaris in this race. That's a nice rally car. A small rally car. The wing is really slowing us down, but it's gonna give us some nice downforce. We need it, because we're rear-wheel drive. This is not a stock velocity. Bro, stop pushing me like it's GTA 5. Play fair, man. We got the widest Veloster in the race. Look at that, the tail kicks out. Bro, chill. Audi guy. Oh, there's so much downforce from this wing. It's slowing us down. But I don't mind it. It keeps us on the road at higher speeds. And we can take in these corners really fast. Look at the guy in front of us. No! Dude lost a part of his car. Let's block him in. We're not gonna let him pass anymore. No way. Man, racing with slower cars is actually fun. You can push them to their limit. That 3 to 4 shift is crisp. Alright, I think Team Blue's gonna win. That's right. Team Blue won. We just have to do that again. One more time, Team Blue, and we got this. Oh, bro. We got a nice big leap on them. Alright, this is it. We got this, Team Blue. My bad, bro. I thought it was a Team Red member. What kind of horn is that? I mean, my horn is pretty funny. Thanks for the extra boost. Thanks for the boost again. Got a rear end coming loose. But we gained the grip right away because we have such wide tires in the rear and a big wing. Oh, look at that downforce. We're hugging that turn. I almost missed that checkpoint. That was not good. No way we're losing. No way. We can't let that happen. We can't let this race go into third round, man. We gotta win this round. Come on, Team Blue. Get those guys. Thanks for the boost, bro. Don't do that. Bro, I'm your teammate. No way we're gonna lose. I can't believe that. No, man. I didn't want it to go in the third round, but now this race is gonna happen again. I mean, not this race, another race. Team Red won. There's nothing we can do about that. They were just driving better this time. And now we have to do a final decider. This one's gonna be the decider. We got one each. Each team has one win so far, so this is gonna be it. Our make it or break it moment. Hopefully we make it. Oh, this is a sprint race, so I don't know how it's gonna go. I really hope our team wins. I don't want to repeat this whole event again. Why are they fighting each other? We're on the same team, bro. You guys should know that. We're competing against the other team, not each other. It's not a free-for-all, man. Alright, we won this. Easy. We don't have to repeat the race or anything, so that's good. Team Blue won 2 races. Team Red won 1. So overall, we get the victory. We got a shark on our team. And we win our second XC-S. Victory donuts. Nice. Do we have any more championships left? Or is that it for today? I think we finished them all. There were like, what, 3 in total? I think we did all of them. Now we can just chill out for a bit. Yeah, we finished them all. All the seasonal ones. They're all completed. Alright. What do we do now? Wheel spin. We almost won a Ranger Raptor, but this is actually more cooler. Oh. That looks like a drag build. So I already did have that car. But now... So this is the Forza edition. The one that we had was super light, 1,600 pounds. Has more power. And this one has less power but a bigger engine. It's 500,000 for this one, and the one that we have is only 20k. That's crazy, bro. All right. Hoyara. Let's take a little drive in the Hoyara. Hoyara, I believe it's that's how you pronounce it. Hoyara. Bone stock. Kinda want to build a car right now. You know what I mean? Oh, I see an event close to us. What's that about? Oh, dude, the Mercedes A45 Championship. Yeah, let's go do that. So there is one more. Alright, we'll do that and we'll call it a night then. Oh, we have to buy a car. That's okay, as long as it's not too expensive. So the cheapest one. The Trail Cat. I'd buy the Trail Cat. It's a Jeep Wrangler with a Hellcat engine in it. And it's only 75,000. The other cars are really expensive. The second cheapest would be this Rally Fighter. But it's not as cool as the Trail Cat. I did have a Trail Cat in the Forza Horizon 4, I believe. They do have the 392 Jeeps now. But this Trail Cat was like a concept car at that time. I don't know if it made it into production. I have never seen it anywhere. But it's a cool concept if you ask me. A Hellcat engine in the Jeep? I mean, why not, right? Alright. I mean, the car that we're going to win is probably going to be cheaper than what we're spending on this Trailcat. But it'll be a nice addition to our collection. So let's go ahead and buy it. Look at this thing. I like it. It's got some beefy axles, beefy tires. It's a two-door Jeep. What are the two doors called again? JL or JK? I don't know which variant would this be. But I'm just going to call it a two-door. I see a big stick shift in there. So is this a manual Hellcat Jeep with 4x4? Again, I'm not calling it all-wheel drive because this is a Jeep that's got 4x4. Alright, let's get it. It's gonna be a fun Jeep. We can tune it? Oh. We have some suspension tuning options available from factory. Well, I'm not messing with any of that. I'm just gonna leave everything stock and see how it does. I think it's gonna do pretty good. So you can't really hear the supercharger from the back. It's got long gears. I'm thinking this is a 6-speed only. Yeah, this is a 6-speed manual, not 8-speed auto like most Hellcats. Because the gearing is really long. Hellcat gears on the 8-speed are not this long, I'll tell you that. Got some long gearing here. It's fast. Doesn't sound like a Hellcat, but it's got the Hellcat engine. That's probably due to a different exhaust setup, because it's a Jeep. But from the inside, you can hear the supercharger whine. Sounds really cool. That's so much torque. You got the Hellcat logo on the side. Oh no 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 no. The suspension is really, really soft. There's lots of suspension travel. Handles decent though. You just can't be doing, you know, like 100 miles around a turn. It's not meant for that. That was a good race. Other people still haven't finished yet. Alright, let's just continue. And that's it. We got our A45, Mercedes AMG A45. Can it do all-wheel drive donuts? Yes! That looks really funny. You got the old dashboard in this car, and this Jeep. Of course, the 2016, not the newer one. So we got the old dash, old gauges. It's a 6-speed manual. Alright, now let's go take a look at our Mercedes. Mercedes-Benz A45. I know it's not the fastest. It's only a 2-liter turbo. But I think it launches pretty good, so I just want to double check that. Look at this updated interior. So, this is a decent car. I believe it would do pretty good if you're trying to compete against like Golf R. What else do we have? S3? Not an RS3, an S3 I believe. Or maybe a RS3 will be a nice match. I don't have an RS3, so a BMW 1M. It's like in that range for the horsepower and all that. So not bad, not bad. Pretty good, if you ask me. Some lightning fast shifts. Does it do all-wheel drive donuts? Oh no, it's having some trouble. It doesn't do donuts. Oh no, we got it, we got it. So it can do donuts. It'll do like the big donuts, not the small donuts. It almost looks like a B class from the front, even though it's an A series. Who remembers the R class? The R class wagon. It kind of even looks like that from the front. I mean, I'm not a big fan of this car. It's just cool to have. So we got two Jaguar. Yeah, Jaguar. XE-S. So let's actually modify one of them before we call it a night. It's a V6, not the fastest V6. I believe supercharged. 3-liter V6 supercharged. Rear-wheel drive platform. It's got decent length wheelbase. I wonder if we can put a V8 in here, like a Jaguar V8. That'd be nice, right? So let's do a little top speed run here while the car is stock, and then we'll quickly modify it after that. This would be another nice match for the A45. You can hear the supercharger whine. Not bad, actually. for a V6. Sounds good. It almost sounds like an Audi 3-liter V6. Like an S4. Like a 2012 S4 maybe. This car is 2015, so like around that era. Audi's also had a V6 supercharged. I'm thinking this car has 6 gears, but it could have 8. I mean, it's 10 years old, but I'm not too sure if they were using 6 or 8 speeds back then. We'll find out once we take it on the highway. Some good acceleration, up to like 60, 70 miles. Does have an 8-speed, wow. I'm thinking it might do like, what, 170 maybe? On the downhill? The speedo goes up to 170. I'd be surprised if it can do 180. Damn, bro. 178? $179? Come on. 180. You got it. On that little downhill, you can do 180. Over here, bro. Give me 180. 181. 182. 183. Alright, it would have done like 184 if you kept on going. On the downhill. On a slight uphill, maybe 170 max. So not bad for a V6. So let's see what kind of engine swap options we have. I'm just curious here, you know. Maybe we can put a bigger Jaguar V8 in here, a 5-liter V8. That'd be nice. So we can put a 3-liter straight 6 turbo, a racing 3-liter straight 6 instead of a V6. What car would this be from? Or is this just like a Forza Horizon special option? It's not from like any car. This car actually looks decent. Like, it looks good. I'm not the big fan of like the side profile. I mean, it's not bad. The rear kind of looks outdated. I don't know why, but it does. But I really like the front end. Like, front end still looks awesome. I would rate this car like, you know, 7.5 out of 10. Or maybe 8. 8 out of 10 for what it is. So, can't really put a V8 in here. I thought we'd have the V8 supercharged option from the bigger Jaguars, but we don't. That's okay. What does the stock engine go up to? Let's see. What will it go up to? The V6 baby Hellcat. So we can get the stock engine up to 680 horse, 579 torque. So not bad, not bad for a V6. Feel like it'll be a fun car, especially if you do some weight reduction. Take out 739 pounds out of it, make it only 3,000 pounds. I'm gonna leave everything else stock, and by that I mean the suspension and the transmission. We'll just get the driveline here so it's even lighter, and I'm even gonna leave the tire stock so we can break our traction loose easily. I'm not converting into drift car or anything. I just want to like see what it does with a powerful engine, like, you know, having the stock engine modified to its max potential. The front splitter option on this car actually looks really good. I don't know why, but it does. That makes it look nice, but we're not getting that. That's gonna slow us down. We'll leave that spoiler on there. I don't think that's gonna produce any downforce. So we maxed out the engine, and we got race weight reduction, race driveline. So we made it faster and lighter. No transmission upgrades, no suspension upgrades, no tire upgrades. So I'm just gonna see how it performs with the stock tires. I know it's not gonna hook, but I don't want it to hook. I want it to have like a little bit of drama, you know. I want it to slide. Because if it slides good enough, we can always convert this into a drift setup with drift suspension and drift compound tires. That's actually really good. Not bad, dude. Not bad at all. The stock transmission has some good gear ratios. It's geared out perfectly. Not bad. I like it. Stock brakes. Oh man, they don't work. They don't work anymore. With the stock compound, this will be a nice drift car. Alright, that's what we're doing with this car now. This is gonna be a drift car. Let's put the drift suspension on here, drift tires, and that's it. This is another drift build. We still have the stock one because we do have two of these cars, so one is still stock if I ever need to use this in a championship. So we still got the A class stock car, but this will no longer be an A class once we're done putting the drift setup on here. It's gonna be slammed. Look at that. Oh, I'm not adding any of that. It's already stiff enough. We'll put a 10 speed in here and give it 2 more gears. I mean, there is a drift transmission, which is only 4 speed, but if you have a 10 speed, you can control each gear individually, like with any other race transmission. So you can even have your 10 speed behave like a 4 speed. So it's always having, it's always good to have more gears, you know. You can have longer gears, or you can have short gears, or you can have both because you have so many gears. You can have like super short first gears and then long gears after, or vice versa. So you got lots of options with the 10 speed. And let's get a drift differential. Drift compound tires, and we're in S1. Drift compound tires, perfect. The fronts are 235 and the rears are 265. So we can make it a squared setup. That's fine. I'm actually gonna leave the width stock, so it spins the tire easily. And I kind of like the stock wheels. Let's keep them that way. I think that's it. Spending some more money on here and it'll be a perfect drift car. It's my second drift Jaguar. The other one is the longer wheelbase. I forgot the name, but I'll show you which one. This one right here, the XFR-S. The bigger 5-liter V8, which is now a 5.4, makes a whole lot of horsepower. It's longer, heavier, and this is also a drift build. So we got a variety of Jaguars. What's this guy doing over here, bro? Why are you hiding, bro? I don't know why bro's hiding, but he's hiding for some reason.
Hola, superstar. Your 911 is ready. Come stop by the auto show when you're nearby.
Oh, another barn find's ready. This car is solid. A British V6 supercharged drift build. How about that? Bro, trying to drift at 200 miles is crazy. It's doable, but not all the time. Alright, now let's just compare this to a different kind of drift build here. I just want to see which one does better. So this Hellcat Charger, I think it has a longer wheelbase, more horsepower. So let me just compare this to the Hellcat real quick. This Hellcat a better drift build compared to the Jag. This thing looks really nice, especially in this color. Oh man, it looks so mean. And you can't beat the V8 sound. Oh no! Oh. For some reason, I feel like it has less control, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I need more time in the driver's seat. I just need to tune myself with the car, you know? Bro, why is it doing that? So even though it has more power, it just feels heavy. Yeah, it barely wants to turn. Not that you can't drift in this car, you definitely can, but when it comes to the control part of that drift, it's a little harder to control this car. Still drifts. But in the looks department, it gets 10 out of 10. For a modern muscle car, looks really good. Even though it's old now, it's an old design, but it still looks good, man. I think it's the gears. The gears are like too freaking long. That's what's happening. That's why I can't control this car properly. Look at that. The gears are way too long. If I made them a little shorter, I think it would drift much better. Koenigsegg Jesco, I believe. The car that just passed us. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, the gearing is it's definitely geared towards speed. That's much better. We just have to modify the gearing a little. It's more controllable now. Whoa, 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 whoa. That got a little out of hand. All about the steering and throttle control. And having the perfect setup. Alright, that was fun. Thank you for watching, everybody. We're gonna continue in the next one. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. It really helps me out. And catch you later. Peace.